Hello, everybody. Today I want to talk about the A to Z program, which I took in October and November of last year. It's a free program run by the NCRA, the National Court Reporting Association. And today I've got Margary with me to talk a little bit more about it. And Margary was my teacher for the program. So could you start by introducing yourself and your background in court reporting and maybe your position with the NCRA?
Hello, everyone, and thank you, Anna, for inviting me here. I'm so happy to be here. Yes, my name is Margary Rogers. I am an RPR certified professional reporter and also a CRI, which is a court reporting instructor. I've been a court reporter for 25 years in the Washington, D.C. area, and I currently serve as one of the directors on the board of directors of the National Court Reporters Association.
Thank you so much. That's so awesome. And yeah, I'm glad to see you again after the program. So could you start by giving us a brief overview of what the A to Z program is and like what classes are like?
Yes, so the NCRA Discover Steno A to Z program gets facilitated by the National Court Reporters Association, and there are students that sign up for it, but there are also court reporters, mostly seasoned court reporters, who sign up to volunteer to be A to Z teachers. NCRA also actually sponsors and hosts their own A to Z classes, I think 3 or 4 times a year, put on by the A to Z committee, headed by Lisa Dennison, and also other staff members of NCRA. So this program has been around for quite a while. It is basically exactly what it sounds like, A to Z. So prospective students who are interested in court reporting will come and learn the letters from A to Z on a steno machine. And they will get a feel for what court reporting is like. And this way, and I love this, that NCRA came up with this idea to actually introduce this to prospective students for free. So it is a free 6 to 8 week program that is held, and you to actually get a not a certification, but a certificate from the NCRA. You have to actually have 15 hours of time with the A to Z program, so class time. And once you finish the program in 6 to 8 weeks, you will get a certificate, and that will help you. It will give you a head start if you ever want to actually go to court reporting school. This is a program that is so smart that people are introduced to a career without having to pay tuition. Because sometimes people go into a profession the first semester and they're like, oh, I don't know if I like this. And then you've already put in financial aid and, paid money. So this is a way for free. What we do is NCRA A to Z staff and the committee, they have a repository where they have steno machines donated from many court reporters around the United States. Prospective students can retrieve those and rent those out. And sometimes reporters give away their older machines to those prospective students. And they take the class for 6 to 8 weeks. And I am so glad to see you and see you doing all the things that you're doing as a graduate of the A to Z program, and you're in school. So that's what we do it for. That's what my heartbeat is. And most of the people who do this, our heart is always towards making sure and seeing the students through to a court reporting school.
Yeah, thanks so much. And yeah, what you said about it being free, because if people are interested in court reporting, it can be really costly to start because the machines aren't cheap and, getting registered for school. So having the free course to just find out if it's even a good fit for you is like, I think it's such a huge opportunity. So like you said, you run A to Z as like one of the NCR members running courses, right?
Yes.
So you sent us the textbook at the beginning of the course, and we just basically followed that through all the live classes, and you did dictations for us, and so did April. And yeah, like you said, I think you said you do this out of your free time, like you don't get anything for us. So I just want to say thank
No,
you for everything you do.
you're welcome. And yes, I mean, some of us veteran reporters, we love this so much, and we are very concerned and optimistic also about the future of court reporting. So we're always trying to promote the profession and make sure that we're passing the baton on to the next generation of exceptional court reporters, because you all have all the technology you need to move forward, and you're writing real time. And so you're going to be very, very marketable and just excellent at what you do.
Yeah, and for me personally, like obviously the program taught us the A to Z on the keyboard, and that was really interesting and helpful. But personally, one of the things I really loved about the program I did with you specifically was how you brought in all these guest speakers every different week, and you showed us all the different types of careers stenographers can have. Um, and and you also pointed us to the NCRA open house for the schools, and that's how like I found the school I ended up going to. So I just wanted to say that you really helped equip us in all aspects of deciding whether to start on steno, not just the keyboard.
Yes, thank you. I believe in having a well-rounded, I always believe in a well-rounded court reporter, even when I teach court reporting, and making sure that you're just not knowing what the keys are and how to write, but seeing the big picture. And actually tonight, it's so funny, tonight they actually have another virtual open house tonight. I think it's at 7:30. So somehow if you can put that link out or share that today or
Oh,
at
I'll
some.
definitely, yeah, that was a big help to me, so I'll share that to some people for sure.
Yes, and it's very important to know, because some people think, oh, they picture a court reporter as this older person with this old machine, sitting in the courtroom. And that is not our career. So you do have court reporters who are official court reporters who sit in the courtroom and take down the record. They're there from 9 to 5, but you also have cart captioners, which is communication access real time translation, when we write for the deaf and hard of hearing, and in colleges and schools, and you get to go and wear your sweats and t-shirts just like the students, and you get to learn actually for free again. So you get to get paid to learn for free and write for a client, so they can have access to education like everybody else. So that's a service. And then you have freelance court reporter, who's somebody who doesn't want to stay in one spot all the time, somebody who wants to be here one day at this office, or this day they want to be somewhere else. And freelance can mean you can be a cart provider, you can be a freelancer, you can be an official. That's freelance. That means you're doing different things, right? So you can be a freelancer, you can be an international court reporter. So if you like to travel, and you're like, oh, I like to travel, you can go to, Japan. I know court reporters have been Japan, all these different places to do court reporting. I have a friend that works for the World Bank, and she goes all over. So and I have another friend, I don't know, Isaiah Roberts. He actually captions Coachella. So if you like music events and you like theater, you can write for people who are deaf and hard of hearing, and who likes the theater and all that. So you have a wide range of opportunities in court reporting. And you also write for people who are quadriplegic. I had one time I was doing cart for a student who could not use her arms. So I went and wrote for her. So they don't have to be actually deaf or hard of hearing. They can be a quadriplegic.
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, it's crazy like the more I look into it, how many different opportunities there are. Um, all right, so I'm not gonna make this too long, but I think uh just gonna start wrapping it up here. But if there was someone out there who like just heard about the A to Z program or is thinking about it, what would you say to them? Like, why should they take A to Z?
Okay, I think that was a great question. Why should you take A to Z if you're interested in becoming a court reporter? First of all, it gives you a head start before going to a court reporting school. So you'll be well advanced than anybody who will start court reporting school without any knowledge of the steno machine and how it operates. And you're probably going to graduate faster because you're going to be more advanced. The second thing is it's free. Why not tell anybody about anything that's free? It's free. A free steno machine, which steno machines today for a court reporter are like $5,000. So you get a free. Now you're not going to get the $5,000 machine unless somebody's very generous, but you get a machine and you get free instruction. And it's the classes are usually on the weekend or after work day. So if you have a regular job, like a 9 to 5, the classes are usually on the weekend or after 5. Those are reasons to take it. And also, court reporting is in high demand. So as soon as you finish court reporting school, you definitely will have a job. definitely, especially given this climate where people are getting laid off, you will have a job as a court reporter as soon as you graduate. They will probably try to get you before you graduate, but yeah. So those are the reasons I would say.
Yeah, thanks so much. And yeah, I think like you said, like you mentioned, you also get like a certificate at the end, and there's scholarship opportunities. I've also heard that you can there's some like access to CAT software as well after taking the program. So I think
Yeah.
there's like a lot of advantages, like you mentioned.
Yeah, and then we had, I'm extra, as you all know, as you know. So I had a graduation. So
Yeah,
at
that
the
was
end
so
of
much
that class,
fun.
we had a graduation ceremony. So take a class with me and you have graduations. But just
Yeah.
to wrap it up, if you want to do that, there are classes that other court reporting instructors are hosting. So there's one starting in April, there's another one in May, and there's another one in June. If you just go on the NCRA, Google NCRA Discover Steno and go on that site, you will see under local host, I think it's under local host, you will
Hmm.
see what you need and then all the whoever's teaching it, and you just email that person and say you're interested. And if you don't have a steno machine, just try to find one in the area that you're in from the local court reporters association in your state or
Yeah.
court that you know.
And yeah, I saw like you had another one listed this winter recently, right? Uh,
Yes, I'm actually teaching one right now. We have
oh,
students right
okay.
now. Yeah,
Nice. Yeah, and
and
I
we're
just wanted to tell everyone it's actually thanks to Margaret. I have the machine I have right here. She lent it to me for the program, but when she heard I was going to school, she said she would gift it to me. So I'm really thankful to her for that. So um,
yeah,
yeah, so that's the A
awesome.
to Z program, and I'm going to put like all the information, all the links in the description of the video so that if you're interested in trying the program, you can sign up. And Marguerite, any last final words before we finish the video off?
Lastly, I know you asked me about when the next steno karaoke is. So
Uh-huh.
steno karaoke, I'm not going to talk about that, but I'm just going to say it's going to be July 19th because that is International Karaoke Day.
Ooh,
So that's gonna we're gonna have karaoke. So I want people to come and actually see other people write to their favorite songs in steno and see how people write and see how much fun you can have in court reporting. Court reporting can be fun. It's not just always ready begin when you're doing dictation. You can practice to music and also write to music.
definitely. I'll put the word out for you. So, all right. Thank you so much, Marguerite. So that will be the end of the video for today.
All right, thank you.
All right, and just as like a final note, isn't the only free program of its kind out there. The other main one out there is called Project Steno. And as far as I've heard, it's just similar to A to Z in that they teach you the basics of the keyboard so you can see if court reporting is the right fit for you. I would say the main difference between Project Steno and A to Z is that different companies partner with each program to provide discounts or free CAT software to the graduates of each program. So, depending on what program you're going to, if you need Eclipse or Case Catalyst, you may want to choose your program based on that. Or you can do both. It doesn't matter. They're free. I would also look into different schools. Many of the schools I was researching when I was deciding where to go also had free programs of their own that taught you the basics of court reporting and introduced you to the career. So if you're interested in court reporting or you're not sure, I really encourage you to take this program because, as Margaret mentioned, it's really just a risk-free way to find out whether this is right for you and to encourage more enrollment in court reporting schools and send people to school who are prepared and convicted about pursuing this path. All right, thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you next week.